I fall like a star from the heavens. I fall into your arms.
Hi guys, welcome to The Budget Place. My name is Michelle. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. Happy Sunday, guys. Today's episode, we are going to be cash stuffing $900 into my sinking funds. So let's get started. So we have $500, $600, 20, 40, 60, 80, $700, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, $800. And let me not do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 900. All right, guys, so let me put this to the side and let's get started. So I have a few updates for you guys. So recently I got my nose pierced, and I know it's crazy, but like I've wanted it for a long time. And so my daughter is kind of like, hey, let's do it. So finally I did it. I finally went for it. And so I got it on the right side, and my daughter went first, and she was like, no, it doesn't hurt. I was like watching the process, and I was like, oh my gosh. And so then when it was my turn, I was like mentally prepared for it. So, I think I handled it pretty well. I was super, super scared. But it was super painful. I was like, it felt like that thing was like going in through for like 5 years. And I was like, when is it gonna end? And so it's doing great. Healing is doing great. It was just kind of like tender the first day, but today I kind of like, it was like, I got it like 2 days ago, I want to say. So yeah, but everything's going well. And so on the same night that I got it though, I was washing my face because we have to. And so I was like being super careful to like not, like do anything crazy and stuff. So I was like pat drying my face with a towel, and my towel, like one of the fibers got stuck to the earring or the whatever it's called. And I was like, when I pulled it out, I was like, oh my gosh, I almost fainted. And so I couldn't like detach it by myself. So I had to wake up my husband. And so we couldn't find scissors. It was like a whole thing. And finally, like he cut it off. And so, but like the little fiber was still like attached to the actual like piercing. And so, even that was like such a struggle because he was like trying to like with the tweezers. So I had to hold down, like put pressure on the earring, and so he could pull the fiber out. Yeah, interesting. So this is my variable spending binder. And so I have all of my categories in here that I use like weekly. So daily, weekly. And so groceries is in here. It's in the back part. And we did pretty good, guys. Actually, let me get something. 1 second. Okay, guys. So I almost forgot that. So we work on this. So let's pull out anything that we didn't spend this week. So groceries, we still have $21, $22, $23, $24 left. And gasoline, we don't touch. Kids, we don't touch. We don't touch that. And we do pull out miscellaneous. Okay, so miscellaneous, it's all $7. So total, we are putting $25, $26, $27, $28, $29, $30, $31 into our savings challenge, and we'll work on this afterwards. So, okay, so for groceries this week, and so I'm looking to the right or the left, and so I pulled it out. I just pulled it out so it'll be easier for me. So this is from the Aesthetic Dollar. And so like if you're new to budgeting, this is what helps me or helps budgeters like kind of like break down their denominations. And so yeah, I'm going to be looking to that to my left. All right. So let's get started. So this week we are gonna put $400 into groceries. So we're back to $400. So last week we put $500 because we had to buy a few more things, cleaning supplies, things like that. So this week we're kind of pushing ourselves to save some money. For gasoline, we always or generally put $5. And so we did fill up this time. So now we have $20, $40, $45, $50. And kids, this is Juliet's money. So I'm going to put that to the side. I'll put that here so I don't forget. Okay, and then the girls get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yeah. So let's do that. This should be $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, these are like the really crispy bills. Okay, so let's put that in there. Let me put this here because I think I will forget. All right, and so eating out, I already put the placeholder in. So every week we put in $100 into eating out, and we put, when I see that it's a good time to buy stocks, I use the eating out money instead if we don't eat out. So yeah, so we're gonna put this $100 placeholder into retirement once we get there. So I'll remember to do that. All right, so then for spending, we are gonna put $5. And so this is a savings challenge by Michelle over at Hustle and Flows Co. And so every icon is worth $20. And so we do have a 20 already, and putting $5 a week, it just takes a little bit to, get to an icon, but we'll get there. Right now we have $10, and so we still need another $10 to meet that 20. And so I'm just trying to make it fun to save and not spend. Okay, so miscellaneous is gonna get $7, so $5, $6, and $7. Okay, and that is it for this binder. All right. So next binder is our long-term actually pause. Let's do this part so we can put this away. So let's see, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, so let's see what we can do. So this savings challenge binder is from GB over at Income Babes. And so I have been working on it. This is gonna be the savings challenge that I use to track my rollover money. And so any money that we don't spend during the week is just going to be put in here. And so hopefully we can finish it. We can complete it this year. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, so we have, let's see if we can find a 30 in here. So I always get a piece of paper so you guys can see it with me. So do you guys see a 30? So there's a 30 there. So let's fill that in. Whoa. All right, close enough. All right, so let's try to find a spot for this extra dollar. So we're gonna put 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So we're gonna put this dollar right here and stick this dollar or these $30 back here. All right, so I love these. These are just amazing double pocket envelopes. And okay, so let's see. And it GB does sell them. I just don't think they're in stock right now. So that's 150, 70, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, $200 officially out of the 1,000 that this section saves. So awesome. Let's keep going. All right, let's look for a spot, and I'm guessing it'll have to be in the front over here. And let's see if there's a spot for $1. If not, we'll just hold on to it until we can find a spot for it. Okay, so there's $1 there, so we can do that. All right, so I'm gonna try to make the lines as straight as possible, but no biggie. All right, so let's close this up. And yeah, and so I'm using the Expo Wet Erase markers. I don't know if you guys can see that. So GB doesn't recommend you to use the permanent markers, so I've been using this one instead. All right, so let's put in, and on this first section, we now have $7. Okay, so let's close this up and then let's move on. Okay, so let's see. This is my long-term savings binder. And what we're going to do is go to the first section, which is emergency. And emergency is going to be getting $5. And so right now, emergency has $2,100 in the bank. So that brings it $2,105. So debt is not getting anything, but we will be working on this. I mean, it's going to be a huge amount. I work on debt throughout the week, throughout the month. And so hopefully on the 15th and at the end of the month, this envelope is full. All right, so retirement. So this is where we're going to jump in and put this placeholder in. So now we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. Okay, so let me put a screenshot of what the current amount that we have in Robinhood is. And I want to show you how low it went during the week, so you guys see how much it fluctuates. And so it can be scary to see these numbers drop, but I mean, they jump back up throughout the week. And right now, that's the number that I think it's 1,010. I'm not sure because I don't have it right in front of me. So yeah, so that we've only invested $1,000, and so the rest of it is whatever, like, it has increased on its own. And so yeah, all right, so let's go into home maintenance, and home maintenance is going to be getting $10. And so now home maintenance has 100 in the bank, 20, 30, 40, 45, 145. Okay, and so vehicle maintenance is going to be getting 10 as well. And vehicle maintenance now has 1, 2, 250, 260, 270, and has 100 in the bank. Okay, so medical is going to be getting $10 as well. And it has 100 in the bank and $20, $30 here. So a total of $130 in that category. All right, then homeschool curriculum. So homeschool is going to be getting where are we at? So yeah, it's going to be getting $10. So homeschool right now has $300 in the bank, and now it has $50, $70, $80. So $380 in homeschool. And subscriptions is going to be getting its usual $20. So $100 in the bank, $20, $40, $60, $80, $100. So it's ready for a new placeholder, so that'll be cool. Okay, so then we have my son's graduation, and so Johnny is going to be getting $20. And this is for his college graduation, so it's 1, 2, 300, 20, 40, 60, 81. So it's ready for a placeholder as well. So that's $400, and the goal is to save up $2,000. Okay, and celebrations. Celebrations is going to be getting, and I hate how I lose my place all the time. It's like, yeah. Okay, so it has $100 in the bank, and we're adding $5. So now it has $105 in celebrations. And so the only thing I can really think of that's coming up is my parents. They're renewing their vows in July, so we're saving up for that. All right, so this is my short-term savings or sinking funds, and I just almost dropped my paper. All right, so we're gonna go into clothing, and clothing is getting, I believe it's getting $20 today. So we're gonna pull 20, and it has $200 in the bank, and now it has 50, 70, and 90. So $290 in clothing. So beauty is actually gonna get $5, and now it has 10, 15, 20, $20. And this one is just mainly for my son's haircuts now. All right, so entertainment has 20, well, let's add the 20 in there. So it has 20, 40, 60, 80, 85. And this is for us to like go to the movies, anything, you know, especially when my husband's in town. So Adventures is getting its usual $5, and this one we're saving up to go camping. And I don't know when that's going to happen, but it would be so amazing if we could do that this year. So that's 50, 60, 65, $70 now. All right. And then we're going to go into planner. And planner, if I could find it, is getting its $5. So now it has $15. All right. So that is it for short-term sinking funds. So let's pull up my family binder. And my family binder is my favorite binder because it has all of my family members in here. And so this is where we put Juliet's money, but I will get to that. So everybody mainly, so right now in date night or anniversary / anniversary, we have $220. And my husband has $50. I have $100 in the bank. And my son has $50, my eldest son. My eldest daughter has $50. Emma has $50. Maddie has $50. Juliet has $50. Jordan has $50. And the baby, Junior, has $50. So today we are going to put $25 in Weston's envelope. And Weston is my dog. And so now he has $50. So we put $25 in one person's envelope each week. And so that's what we're doing this year. All right, and let's put Juliet's money now that we're here. So Juliet has her envelope over here, guys. Wait, where is it? It's here, but this is her like official envelope. This one back here is where I put her money, like her, you know, the money she gets every single week, her allowance money. And so now she has 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, $20 officially. So she's done pretty good. All right. My other girls keep their own money, and they're, you know, Emma's like the best at saving. Maddie's still struggling with not being a spender. So that's something that we're working on to teach her. All right. So this is my month ahead binder. Okay. And so if you noticed, I did take out anything that was over $100 and I put it in the bank. So it can start, you know, producing or yielding interest. So we are working on cell phones right now. So we stopped working on mortgage and we are now focusing on cell phones. And so cell phones, how do I do this? Cell phones is only getting $3. So the last $3, so that's 1, 2, 3. And so now it has 5, 6, and these are so crispy, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So let me get my marker so we can fill this out. Okay, guys, so I always use this marker, and we're gonna just fill in one cell phone. Okay. So that is it for that. And we're going to do slow progress with this one, unfortunately. But right now our priority is to pay off debt. And so $3 is all we can do towards month ahead. All right. And the last binder is my holiday binder. And so let's open this up. Okay, so let's start off with New Year's. And so everything usually gets $5. So now New Year's is getting $5. It has $20, $25, $30. Valentine's Day is empty. I've already pulled that money. So we're going to start for next year. So that's $5 for Valentine's Day. And I ended up putting stickers on these, what are they called? Not fake money, but prop money. And so now we have $220 and then 5 for Easter, $225. So the goal for most envelopes or holidays is $260. And so we're going to put $5 for Mother's Day. So Mother's Day has 150, 70, 90, 95, 200. Is that right? Yeah, $200. Okay, officially. All right, so then Father's Day. Father's Day is getting $5. It has $100 in the bank. So 120, 40, 60, 65, 70, $170. Then 4th of July has $100 in the bank. We're adding the 5, so that's 150, 55, 60, 160. All right, and then Halloween is getting its $5. So now Halloween has 50, 70, 75. Thanksgiving also gets its $5. So now it has 55, $60. Black Friday is also getting $5, so that's 55, 60. Okay, and Christmas gets $50. And so now Christmas has 100, 200, 300, 350. Okay, and then birthdays is getting $50. So that's all it has. So I pulled a lot of this for Juliet's Juliet's birthday. And so, yeah, and so I'm probably going to pull these $50 because these $50 are going to be transferred over to her, like for this binder, the family binder. So every time it's like somebody's birthday, I'm planning on putting $50. So yeah, so it'll just help me put money into each person's envelope throughout the year. So yeah. All right, so then grandparents is getting $5. It has $100 in the bank. And so now it has 105. All right, Christmas dinner is getting $5. So that's 20, 30, 35, 40. $40 for Christmas dinner. And gifts, wrapping, and cards is getting $5. So that's $25. All right, and then home decor is getting $5. So that's, add it, so 50, 70, 90, 95. All right, and then family outfits is getting $10. And I feel like I must have forgotten something because I have an extra 10 here. So that's 150, 60, $160. All right, then we have Christmas festivities. Christmas festivities always get $5. So that's 20, 30, 35, $40 for Christmas festivities. And then we have a $10 bill. So I don't know what I forgot. I will put that wherever it belongs, and I'll put it up here just to let you guys know, what I forgot to put that money. I did make I tweaked my budget just a teeny tiny bit, but yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. I appreciate your time, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye.